Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Aminadel, aka Green Grow Guy, and I want to thank everybody for coming back and checking me out again when we get our grow on in our urban farm. And if you're brand new, welcome. We really grow food here, so get comfy. You finna learn something. You're about to learn something. All right. With that being said, because everybody that's now listening has hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, dingy dong, ding dong. It's kind of notification bell, Philadelphia, Liberty Bell. Yeah, that's why you should hit it. All right, but anyway, this is going to be our May tour, okay? Because guys, let me tell you, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I know you guys see all this greenery going on behind me. Now I'm in Philadelphia. I'm gonna be honest with you and tell you exactly what goes on and goes down. This is, I'm not going to say the beginning of the grow season, but this is the beginning. Right now, you should have probably harvested your leafy greens maybe 2 or 3 times. You should be seeing progress on your peppers, tomatoes, and things like that. But the heat hasn't intensified to the point where we're producing in Pennsylvania, in my region, big fruit yet. Okay, you do have little peppers forming. It's still in the younger stages. The plants survived. They made it through the frost. Now we're actually into the spring because it's May here, so we're into the spring now. Now, to be honest with you, we're getting some cool days, guys, and because of that, I did have some cucumber death. I did, y'all. I had to start again with the cucumbers because the frost was over, it would come back, it was over, it would come back. But you know what, now I'm out here, it's May, it is still spring, you still have cool mornings and warmer afternoons, but it's definitely way more manageable than it has been. So I'm gonna stop running my mouth because y'all, I got so much to show y'all. Regrow Guy is doing this thing. All right, so I'm really excited to talk to you guys about what's going on. So I'm gonna stop running my mouth, which you know is hard to do because you've been watching. Let's get to it. Okay, everybody, so let's get into what this urban farm is giving, and we're gonna start first with these Brussels sprouts. Okay, so I'm gonna flip y'all around. Bam. So here goes the view of the Brussels sprouts right here, y'all. Okay, now these are Brussels sprouts that I picked up from the Rittenhouse Farmers Market. They're absolutely beautiful, y'all. Each one of them cost me $1, so I spent $4 for 4 plants, which, as I'm telling you guys, is a great deal in today's economy. Now, know when you plant Brussels sprouts, they grow up. So the taller you allow them to grow, the more Brussels sprouts you get when it's time to harvest it. They look great. They've only been planted maybe about three days or so. So far, so good. Y'all see the fork fence, right? Don't do me. Okay, and right down here we got some zucchini. Now, guys, this was really tiny. Okay, it was really actually very small. So what it's doing right now is this big one. All right, that's what it's doing right now. Can you say what you doing right now? It's big one. All right, zucchini grows fast. So in about 2 weeks, this thing will be high. It'll be growing on stuff, and eventually it'll be on my nerves, and I'll be like, why did I do this with the zucchini? Now, I don't know if you guys realize how I'm labeling this. You'll see turnip right here. Then you'll see kale right here. So this is the kale, and in the front, I had put turnips. Now, I did forget that I had put turnips in there, and I was all heavy mulching and watering. So I don't know, y'all, because I be forgetting. I don't be having Alzheimer's, but I do have sometimes. And I be forgetting. And I was like, oh, man, I hope I didn't bury them. But I do have, like, a good amount of turnips planted. But I didn't remember none of the 3. I did it at 3, y'all, and I didn't remember it. Not one time. And I was like, I'm doing too much. I am doing too much on the urban farm. But everything else turned out good, and our turnips might still show up. But the real winner in this pot is this. Da, 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 da. And people are like, what is that, kale? I eat kale. Yes, but you probably eat some type of curly kale. You know what I mean? I doubt you are eating dinosaur kale, because that's what this is. Look at the color. You can see the nutrients in each leaf, can't you? Can't you? I can see the vitamins in this dinosaur kale. Okay, what I really can see in this dinosaur, look, do your homework. Dinosaur kale has a lot of protein in it. Okay, so for people looking to scale down on meat, me, but still, you know what I mean, get the adequate nutrition that you need. Dinosaur kale is a great, something great to add to that menu. I bought 8 plants, 8 pods. So, and it's a cut and grow, and you can grow it all year round if you do right by it. That's a win-win. Come on, green robot. Come on with the win. But that's what I be trying to win. That's me. I be trying. All right, so we're going to go back. This is my switch chart, y'all. Now, I planted this from seed. No, you're not trying to look raggedy on the camera. Hold on, y'all. Before I show y'all, it was a piece trying to look raggedy. Let me fix baby girl. Okay, here's my little pod, y'all. It popped up. It's doing this thing. It popped up. Now, it did get rained on, so it's like a little laying down, like, wee. But in a couple weeks, this should be pretty full. You know what I mean? This is how it all starts. You know what I mean? Everything here in Philadelphia, it didn't just start popping, but certain things that I planted later did. But we're going to look at this growing stuff. This is something else I picked up, y'all. I wasn't even going to do collards. Now, I said I wasn't going to do collards, but in my heart, I wanted to do collards. But sometimes I be thinking my farm be too urban. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, let me show that I can grow other things. You know what I mean? But then I saw them collard greens, y'all. $1 a collard green plant. Right. Y'all already know. I was like, baby girl, let me tell y'all, when we went to this place, this farmer's market, go watch the video, y'all. It's beautiful. First of all, it puts you in the mood just to spend money because it's so relaxing. It's soothing. Watch the video. Okay, y'all gonna love it. Watch the video. Yo, so I'm like, girl, you're gonna have to empty out some of these trays that you bought these plants because I need trays of plants. I'm leaving the farmer's market. And I'm ignorant. Got on the train like, ooh, y'all smell weird. But I ain't dropped them plants though, did I? I ain't dropped them plants. I promise. Baby, every last one made it to this urban farm. They are beautiful. If you were an urban farmer right now in the Philadelphia area, and you can look dollar collard green plants in the face and leave them there, I'm not going to say nothing else. So, big win. And I'm going to spray. Ooh, No, these no, they not. We going to take care of them. Neem oil to the face. Neem oil to the face. Yeah, y'all can stay there, but y'all going to get neem oiled up. Not on these. Let me spray these beautiful collard jars. See how they acting up on the garden tour. Cause you make sure you always spray the back of these collard leaves, cause that's where the aphids and stuff want to go. I'ma knock y'all off just cause y'all making me mad. Now, yeah, spray your collards. Cause the way you like your collards, y'all. I told y'all these animals and sometimes the people, they be trying to be up on my fruits and vegetables. I need more of the bugs, the pests, and the people. Yeah, that's right. I said I will neem oil the people. Pests on my food. It wasn't specific on the bottle. It said pests. Don't do me. Don't do me. Don't try me. All right, we're going to move over, y'all. This is the red cabbage. This stuff is looking great. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I had gave it some phosphate. Look at it all glistening in the sun. Like, hold on, let me back up. Because let me spray you, baby. Let me spray you with some neem while I'm over here. You know what I mean? We're going to execute. So, guys, I'm glad that I'm showing y'all this. Because I do hook my plant up with neem. But one of the things I want y'all to see is that I make a point to get under it. I make a point to get under this. I love how we killing 2 birds with 1 stone, y'all. Multitasking. A neem oil video, and I'm debuting this garden. Okay. So look, guys, this cabbage look beautiful. I know y'all see it. Do I gotta speak on it? No. Well, am I about to? You know I am. So this is the red cabbage, y'all. All right, now this grows the standard time. So I got like, I think 70 days on this cabbage. We only on day like maybe 25 or something like that. You know what I mean? Um, but as you can see, it looks great. All right, now I will tell you, I had gave this some phosphorus early on. These leaves are thick, like they're really, really thick. Like they are really, really thick and they're getting really, really big. On the inside, my cabbage is beginning to form on the inside. It's beginning to do, it's going to start doing its thing. So I know those are about to be big and juicy and watery and urban farmers love cabbage. We love it. Yes, almost as much as the collards, but not as much as the collards. Anyway, y'all, let's get back to this. Now, I didn't plant random garlic, okay, because I eat a lot of garlic. All right, now I know some people might not like it. We might as well spray her, spray them, spray the girls, hey girls. And I like decorum, y'all. Yes, that's right. I got solar lights up in my stuff. And I got these lights to hang up on y'all. It's about to be, I'm urban farming. It's about to be beautiful back here because I like it to be comfortable as well. You know what I mean? But these are the garlics that I had grew, y'all. You see me ready to jump up off for the garlics. So you really can't explain garlics. They doing what they doing. Now these ones, these are one of the last groups of garlics that I planted, but I only planted them like maybe 3 weeks ago, and they didn't came out the ground and out the soil and everything out the container. And I mean, so I'm not really mad about what's going on because, I mean, they seem to be being progressive to me. You know what I mean? I did have a little bit of concern early on. They were being a little bit yellow. You know what I mean? I just threw some nitrogen on them, y'all. They look beautiful. They greening up. They not probably as green as I would like them to be, but they are definitely getting there after I gave them the nitrogen like maybe 3 days ago. It just had a nice hard rain. So I'm thinking I'll probably see some really true results within the next couple days. When I move on, y'all, this is my pink lemonade blueberry bush. Y'all, I never can say the name of this bush. All right, and you remember we had bought these. We planted them in the spring. Let me spray you, girl. How you doing, girl? How you doing? Yeah, I'm a sprayer. And don't be, it's okay if it goes up in the soil and all. That's okay, y'all. You know what I mean? Because the little pests be everywhere. But this is the pink lemonade. Now I decided to elevate her. First of all, because I don't want nobody chewing up on her. I don't want that. And with that being said, I also wanted to get direct sunlight. Blueberries, I wanted her to have enough sunlight during the course of the day, and she wasn't. I have another one. If you guys remember, I want to relocate that too into like an area like this where I know it's protected. I know, like, you know, the bottom pests, like, you know, any type of mouse, rat, squirrel, cat, I know they can't get to it as easy with it being elevated off the ground like this, and that's why it's a super duper plus. I do have nets to cover my berries. One of the things I'm covering today is my raspberries, because once we get there, y'all will see it got raspberries up on it. All right, and I'm gonna show you what happens once you get raspberries and you decide that you want to protect it. But moving on, y'all, look at what we got here. Look at what we got here. Look at what we got here. All right, so I want y'all to see the thickness of these leaves and how juicy and succulent that these brand new berry pods look. Okay, and I want to tell you what I did to get them like this. All right, phosphate. First thing I did is I put phosphate in it. All right, I gave it an adequate nitrogen to spawn its leaves with the phosphate at first. Now that it's showing me this fruit, it's getting berry tone. Okay, which keeps the soil level balanced. Okay, and on top of the berry tone, I'm giving it phosphate. All right, and that's going to make these enormous, big, juicy, organically, in an organic way. You know what I mean? It's not, it's roided up, but it's roided up in a good way. If that makes sense. It's not roids. It's just eating right. It's drinking the water that it's supposed to drink. You know what I mean? It's getting the sunlight it's supposed to get. And phosphate really helps root development in your plants, and root development is essential to how the top of your plant acts. All right, know that. Know it, live by it. All right. So y'all see how these leaves are beginning to look so thick. I can't wait to eat you. Y'all, I planted some in here. See, this is them back to the root seeds. I can't mess with them like that no more. I ain't trying to talk about nobody, but I'm gonna have to talk about that. Let me spray these. Let me spray her. Let me spray y'all. Now this is neem oil, y'all. It's organic. You wash your food off good, you'll be just fine. Don't be like, I don't want my food sprayed. Y'all eat Popeye's chicken. Y'all eat Popeye's chicken. Here goes the other pot of strawberries. Now these, they're coming along, y'all. They coming along. They're not as thick as the other ones, but give it a little bit of time, and they'll get there. You know what I mean? When you buy strawberries and bare roots, they're all different ages. Okay, so they mature at different ways. You know what I mean? Unless you buy them from somewhere, I'm gonna need more while I'm talking to y'all. Unless y'all buy them from somewhere that is like specializes in it, and you just don't go to like the home improvement store like I did and buy bare roots where only like maybe 30% of them survive. You know what I mean? Then you'll probably have a more even growth. You know what I mean? You'll be able to predict it a little better. But when you're just randomly buying strawberries, they'll be like all different ages, the pots. You know what I mean? Or sometimes the bare roots, like you may pick up a couple packs and they're all different ages. Some are young, some are more mature. Like, I mean, yeah, it might be a season or two, but that does make a difference in the maturity and the quality of the strawberries. So some you might get real big ones. Some you might get them a little smaller, but nothing. Usually your first round, everything is like substantial. Now I did a video where I showed y'all I was ripping the berries off when they were coming too young because I wanted the foliage to mature to be able to really feed that berry. And the plant that I showed you where the plant that I showed you where the strawberry leaves are really thick and everything like that, that's why. Because I gave the plant time to mature. I wasn't being over anxious. I'm spraying, guys. I'm sorry. I wasn't being over anxious for fruit. I know that it's going to happen because I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Like, you know what I mean? And I'd rather have it come progressively than say, oh my gosh, I got fruit. And you know what? It wouldn't have survived, y'all. It was getting cold and all these things. Don't hold on to that fruit. Knock it off. You know what I mean? It's not beneficial because now you're taking the energy, you're transitioning the plant into a phase that it's not ready to be in. Especially when you live in an area like Philadelphia and you get a lot of false positives of warm weather. You know what I mean? So you'll get like premature blooming and things like that. So knock that initial fruit off, guys. It doesn't serve you anymore. It doesn't serve you. All right, so we're gonna move down, and this is the spinach. Now, guys, I've been harvesting the spinach like ain't no tomorrow. Y'all can probably see it's a little cut up. You know what I mean? I've been cutting my spinach up. Y'all been watching these videos. Y'all see how I feel about my spinach. This is just one of the pots that I got. Now, I know y'all see all this space and be like, well, how you eating all this spinach? All the gaps is where I have harvested so hard, and I decided to re-spinach it. I'll put the spinach, I put seeds right back down. It'll sprout. 3 weeks from now, I'm cutting it. It's huge. It's bushy. Y'all go watch the spinach video because we got our harvest on. You see them pots was humongous when you go watch the video. And so that they're on their rejuvenation. You know what I mean? They coming on a second tour. These are the leaves that remained and grew back. But some of them with bolting and cold weather, it wasn't great. But I'm thinking this round is going to fare a lot better because the temperature is going to be more steady. So I'm happy about that. And that's just one of my spinach. I think I got like 4 or 5 of them. So that's how I'm able to grow it. Now down here is my hot pepper. I'm going to spray that. Oh, and I'm knocking some of y'all off. Because y'all just trying to be stars. Them little Chinese Jones, y'all. When y'all see them little Chinese baby lantern bugs, knock them up off your plant. Spray it down. Now, it doesn't really stop them, y'all. But knocking them off and then spraying something that they don't like to chew on. Oh, they being defiant just because y'all here. Now, they don't be doing all this on normal days. You know what I'm saying? I knock them off and they find something else. You know what I mean? But now they just want to show off. Now, I sprayed my plants down. Okay? You might be like, oh my goodness, no, not that much. But this is my hot pepper plant, y'all. And you see, it must be doing this big one because the Chinese lantern bugs was trying to be on this. Okay? And make sure, especially plants, spray the backs, spray the backs, spray the back of these leaves, spray the stem, because you don't want those aphids and all the bad stuff that comes with it. You don't want any of it, including the lanterns. All right. Actually, before I move over to this garlic right here, y'all, that I'm spraying down, Oh, not the neem oil running low, but don't worry, we got it by the concentrate. This is just another stalk of garlic that I got, y'all. And since I'm neem oil in the leafy greens, I might as well, do everything. But this is the lilac right here, y'all. This is a lilac plant. It was real small when I got it, y'all. Okay? I be liking beauty. So this lilac, it has a lot of uses to it. I use it for free. I will infuse it and make fragrance out of it. In the bottom, those are not weeds, y'all. Don't. Are y'all trying me? Who said pick them weeds out the bottom of the pot? Who said it? Because they zinnias, y'all. I just recently planted them. They're zinnias. You know what I'm saying? Zinnias is a good flower, a good pollinator. I'm just trying to look. I'm using every last drop of that neem. I'm going to go make me some more. Zinnias are good pollinators, y'all. Okay? So I try to, like, companion and compartment, plant. You use all my space. So I'm going to have some zinnias in there with my lilac. Over here, I got my green peppers. But see, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all, with the food. Now, I'm going to try to get down in here. Work with me, y'all. I'm sorry, my hand. Try to get down in here. Can y'all see that? Wait, can y'all see that? Y'all see that? Yes, cowboy pepper, green bell pepper growing. So, y'all, the green bell peppers are growing. Okay? Lots of pepper flowers. And I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. I am here for it. Now, with green peppers, y'all, if y'all grow these green peppers right, soon as it's ready to be cut it. Don't say, oh, I want more. No. As soon as you cut the first green pepper, it activates something in this plant. These plants get crazy. Then they just start producing so many green peppers, you don't even need that many. And I'm going to be honest, a lot of people don't know green peppers are a plant you can winterize and keep and bring back the next year, and they just get bigger and produce more. You can keep these for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really, really, really excited about this right here. Look how, first of all, they look beautiful. These look beautiful. They're doing their thing in the sun. I'm going to spray y'all with some neem oil. Know that you need to spray your pepper plants, especially when they're sweet. You're treating them right. Okay, because pests love these. All right, on the bottom, y'all, I had compartment planted some zinnias down here at the bottom. I don't know. Oh, you all see them little things popping up? Let me see. Yeah, y'all see them popping up. Like, you know what I mean? Those are my zinnias down there. Right there, those are the zinnias right here. I saw one of these leaves had broke. Now, what I will tell y'all, anybody that's wondering the way that I'm securing this in my urban farm, is it working? And I'm going to tell you, yeah, it is. Yes, it is. The forks and the hardware fence works wonders. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had any breakage or anything like that. And it deters them just all the way around. I do have to put some forks in like one of my plants, but other than that, everything's been going really, really great. Right here, we have our pepper plant. Okay, this is another one. This is the red pepper plant right here. I got green peppers over here, and this is going to be my red pepper plant. Now, underneath here on the bottom, I planted lettuce. Okay, because that's going to be a great place for me to transition and grow this during the summer months. So I'm already planning where to grow food that burns in the sun for the summer. This pepper plant is going to create an umbrella, guys. It's going to create an umbrella so that the lettuce that I do want during the summer, because I eat salad all year, especially when it's hot, you know what I mean? I'll still be able to come out here and get the salad that I want, the lettuce and stuff that I want, because of the fact that I have them growing under umbrellas. You know what I mean? So I'm not really utilizing any more space that I would have used, because I was already using the space for the peppers. Okay? So I think today I'm going to stop at our tomatoes, because we definitely need a part 2, y'all. We need a part 2 of this, because there's a lot going on and there's a lot growing, and I honestly don't want to rush through it. Like, we have a lot of stuff growing, grapes and everything else, y'all. But I'm going to stop running my mouth. All right. First, this is the mint. Y'all already know mint grows like a weed. It's bodacious. You know what I mean? My son was out here. I gave him a mint leaf the other day. First of all, look at the size of these mint leaves. There's nothing tiny about them. It's nothing tiny about them. All right? There's nothing tiny about them. About the size of your thumb. Those are nice size mint leaves. They're bigger than your thumb. You know what I mean? They're bigger than your thumb. Nice size mint leaves. You know what I'm saying? Fresh mint. You know what I mean? I use mint for a lot of stuff. I love mint. I love the flavor of mint. So, peppermint, spearmint, I just love mint. I love it. But anyway, guys, these are my Roma tomato plants. Now, these spots on them, the plants came like that. And a lot of times when I bought these from a home improvement place. Now, with that being said, getting your plants watered regularly at a home improvement place can be tough. So sometimes they get overwatered, y'all, and sometimes they're underwatered, and for a small portion of time, your plants will show that. Also, here, when I bought them home, I did neem oil everything, but it was warm and I watered, then it got extremely cold, and some of the water sat here as well. You know what I mean? It's not always the home improvement place. It's almost sometimes Mother Nature or Father Nature or they and them nature, whichever nature it is. They be messing up sometimes. You know what I mean? But they're still doing good. I'm definitely going to get tomatoes. I'm not worried. Did a whole video on planting tomatoes, how they should look, how y'all should do it to get the most yield out of your tomatoes. People be not bury them plants. You know what I mean? Because the roots regenerate and you get your thing. Now, one of the things that I did this year is I planted a variation of them because when me and my wife were going to the market, we are finding that sometimes certain tomatoes we want, they're just not there. And I'm like, oh, no, So these two right here, aromas. I got this is aroma tomato. This is another aroma tomato right here. This is a beefsteak tomato that I have here, and it's doing good, guys. They're doing good. I'm really waiting for the weather to pop like I think it's about to right now, and we're going to be in good condition. These two right here are fairly young. I recently planted them within the last... this one right here is an early girl, and this one right here is an early girl. This one doesn't even have forks yet. So that tells you that these are really, really young still. Doing great, and they're growing actually really, really fast once I had transplanted and potted it. But believe it or not, guys, there's a lot of growth going on. There's a lot of harvesting going on, honestly, because I've been even harvesting the cabbage leaves and all those things. You can harvest those leaves before you actually get the cabbage. You just don't want to harvest all the leaves because to form the cabbage, you do need the outer leaves, but not all of them. So, in moderation. Definitely watch all the videos. All right. With that being said, guys, this is part 1 of my May tour, and I want you guys to know, like, this is what you guys should be seeing in the month of May when you're living in the 7A, 7B area. You should be harvesting stuff right now. You should have all of your spring, cool weather spring stuff down in. It should be doing its big one. You should be the fruits and vegetables that go into the spring, early summer. Those you should all have all that taken care of, regardless if it's early summer stuff like melons and things like that, planted in pods waiting to grow their seedlings now, but everything else you should really be having this stuff getting ready to get transplanted and move out for the season, for the late spring, early summer, and you should definitely be harvesting some things for the spring. All right, so this is part 1 of our May tour. We're going a lot of food this year, guys, so I'm going to have a lot of stuff to show y'all. You know what I mean? And I don't want to cut corners. I don't want to cut corners. I really want to talk about it. Like, you know what I mean? Because I really want to show you guys how to, like, put it right. Pay attention. All right, with that being said, thank y'all for watching part 1. Please come and check me out for part 2 because we still got time. We got fruit trees, berries, grapes, potatoes. We still got so much more to go through, y'all. It is doing it. All right. As we speak, I'm watching a bumblebee. All right. As always, I want to thank y'all for watching, and I will definitely see y'all next time.